We broke the story last night, and a lot of you were appalled that animals that zookeepers and zoo goers get so attached to wind up in the dump.
So today we called other zoos around the country, and they had a problem with that too. And as News 13's Ian Schwartz found out, even the director of the Rio Grande Zoo here wishes there was a better way. Ian?
The city is investigating how Kashka the giraffe ended up in a dumpster for a garbage truck to pick up. While that is against the law, dumping a zoo animal in the landfill is not, but a lot of people don't think that makes it right. You may not give much thought to where this orangutan at the Rio Grande Zoo will end up when it dies. Most likely here, cremated on site. But what about a 5,000-pound elephant?
If we could cremate the animals, that would be the best way to do it. But we have to have options.
Zoo Director Rick Janser says the zoo's incinerator is just too small for large animals like Kashka the giraffe. That's why their dismembered bodies are buried at a designated spot at the dump.
I don't want people to think that we take this lightly. It's what we have to do.
But officials at other zoos around the country were surprised to hear the carcasses of our zoo animals end up in a landfill, saying they would never do that. The San Diego Zoo buries its large animals on site. This elephant recently died at a zoo near Orlando. It was then cremated. The zoos in Denver and Seattle also cremate their large animals.
Morbid.
Catherine Dannenhauer, who was at the Rio Grande Zoo today with her son, couldn't believe where the animals end up.
It's just like they don't give them a proper burial.
But some say that's just fine.
I think that's a good way to do it. I mean, it's what method are you going to choose? So it seems to me the most humane way to go about it.
Janser says the landfill gravesite might seem insensitive to some, but the city must work with what they have, and these deaths are never easy.
I've grown up with Kashka. I've been there for all 6 of her births, and it's a difficult process. That's the part of this job I hate the most.
The zoo director says animals used to be buried on site, but lack of space and concerns about groundwater contamination put an end to that back in the 80s. Back to you.
All right, Ian, we tried calling and emailing the group that oversees and accredits zoos around the country to get their opinion, but we did not get a response.